Strategy magnifies everything. If you want to grow your audience, you can employ a strategy to get the algorithm to push your content to more ideal audience members. If you want to get more eyes on your content, you can create a content in a strategic way that inspires comments, DMs, and shares. If you want to sell more of your course, your membership, or your digital product, implement a strategy that allows you to use your platforms to move people over to your email list so that you can make that invitation. And here's the thing about strategy. There are a ton of strategies out there, each with a different perspective. I truly believe there are no bad strategies. All strategies are good, or else they wouldn't exist. But here's the thing that happens with a lot of online coaches who have a course, a membership, or a digital product that they want to sell more of, is that they follow a formula and they never actually ingest it into their business to discover how to make it work for them. They never really figure out how to leverage it because they're told, do X, do Y, do Z, and poof, magically, you're going to have amazing results. And that's simply not true. And I honestly don't think anyone has bad intentions here. That strategy that guru or expert is teaching is a valid strategy. It's just not a good strategy for you. And here's the thing that grinds my gears most about the online space, especially the coaching industry. It's important that as you're consuming this content from experts or gurus, you understand that you're learning from this individual's perspective. So let's dive into this a little bit deeper here. In the online space, I see a lot of women in particular taking advice from those really big names in the online space, which is fine. I'm not here to bash people. I just want to expose something that I find to be so incredibly common, but not spoken about enough. Most of these names are sharing valid advice, but they're sharing that advice from their perspective and lens. Again, not saying that's bad. I have paid literally tens of thousands of dollars in my business to get someone else's perspective and lens in my business. But what happens here is that you're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The advice is valid, it's good, but it's not valid and good for you because you're not making it your own and ingesting it into your business. All of the big names, they're big names and they stay big names because they have teams, which they have worked really, really hard for. So I'm not saying a team is a bad thing. A team is an amazing thing. I have a team. And that's an amazing accomplishment. They've been able to hire and pay and have these teams that do the work for them. And they've been able to duplicate their results and their activity to get them bigger and better results. But what you need to understand is that employees and contractors, they're in their business helping them to post on Instagram 3 times a day or wake up at 4 a.m. and then work out for 3 hours so that they can have those 6-pack abs. Or they can spend thousands of dollars a day on Facebook and Instagram ads to grow their list because they've done the work to make that possible for them. So comparing where you are to where they are is completely futile. It's completely useless. And what you might be forgetting is just that. Aspiring to have a team is awesome and great, and I cannot wait to celebrate that with you when you accomplish that goal. But you have to actually be able to get to that point so that you can hire that team through a strategy that you're actually able to implement right now with your current life and business. I know that you want a business that serves absolutely soulmate clients and that does the work for you by selling your course and your membership and your digital product passively. You just need to land on a strategy that makes it so that you can produce those results and duplicate it over and over again. You don't need to hustle and grind. You don't need to be salesy. You don't need to sell your soul for marketing purposes. You don't have to dance or point to get more attention and traffic. You need to have a system that creates that change for you while you're actually living your life. Not because you don't want to work or you're afraid of hard work. That's the last thing here. But because you're smart and you want to set your business up for a long-term success. You know your season of life and your stage of business, and you have to show up for it. And so creating a 6-figure passive income stream by selling more of your course, your membership, or your digital product it makes sense for you right now. And so today, I want to share with you a way to create that sort of change in your business through a strategy. Now that I've shared my perspective and my viewpoint and lens and how I think about business. So let's go back to that year, 2020, March 13th. My kids came home and didn't go back to school for 18 months. I don't know how it was where you are, but that was our situation. And I had a really big problem on my hands on that day and in those few couple of months in the beginning. My business was as needy as a newborn, and I didn't have the space to both homeschool my kids, keep everyone somewhat happy and healthy, to focus on my own mental health, to actually nourish and nurture the relationship that I have with my husband, and to run a very me-dependent business. It simply no longer worked, and there weren't enough hours in the day to make it all work. And so while I had leaned on systems like an email funnel before to sell my course, my membership, and my digital product, I never really relied on them to do the work for me because I never really had to. But what COVID forced me to do was to lean on those systems and lean on them hard because I still needed to make money. I needed to not only survive, I needed to thrive during this time. And that was a decision that I made. I was not going to let this time eat me alive. I was going to come out of it on the better end. And part of that was leaning on a new way of making money that did it while I actually tended to my actual life. And this very strange this very strange new normal that we were all dealing with. And so I searched the internet to find someone who could teach me how to create an email funnel. And I found no one. I found a ton of people who do it for me. But what I really wanted to do was I wanted to learn it myself. So after about a month of searching to find someone to hand over my hard-earned money to teach me how to create an email funnel, I finally gave up. I was done. And I decided to become my own expert. So what I did is I became obsessed. I became obsessed with email funnels to sell my course, my membership, and my digital product. And it took some time. It took 6 months. But after doing this work for 6 months, I finally had my first month where I was actually profitable. And while that took way too long for my standards, what that month made me realize was that this work was actually possible. And once my funnel was profitable, that's when the fun started. I figured out that my funnel was making more money than I was actually spending on it. And now it was off to the races. I was able to scale that funnel pretty quickly. And once I knew my numbers, my membership started bringing in $10,000 a month very consistently. And so once I got the guts to share about what was happening in my business with this funnel, people started asking me, hey, can I learn how to do that too? And so after working with one-on-one with a bunch of different kinds of online businesses, I decided to put everything I knew into a group coaching program called 6-Figure Funnel. And today, I'd love to share more about 6-Figure Funnel and how it can support you as you scale your business to 6 figures and beyond by selling more of your course, your membership, or your digital product. Inside a 6-Figure Funnel, we help you to build a comprehensive audience growth, lead generation, and email funnel ecosystem that creates the space and the ability for you to actually create 6 figures in sales with your course, your membership, or your digital product passively. A lot of our members come to us and they are super ambitious. They know they'd like to scale their business by selling more of their course, their membership, or their digital product. But what's happening is that they simply don't have the systems in place to make it happen. And so they're stuck. They are riding the live launch roller coaster. They're trading dollars for hours. They are constantly in fulfillment mode or on calls. And their business simply isn't set up to create 6 figures in sales. And so what we help you do inside of 6-Figure Funnel is helping you to land on this marketing ecosystem and what it looks like for you and for your business. And the best part of this whole thing is that it's entirely automated, meaning you set it up, and yes, it does require you to do some work to set up, but once it's set up, it works for you. And so your marketing ecosystem is growing your audience, it's generating leads, and yes, it's even selling and launching to your leads in the background so that six figures is actually possible for you and you're not required to show up to it every single day. You can then buy back your time, put an end to those feast or famine months, and feel supported by your business because it's set up for your success and the impact that you want to make for both you and your clients. And now, if I was doing a live webinar right now, this is the point where y'all, our attendees, would be saying, how do I sign up? How much does it cost? This is what I need. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? And I can't see that right now because this is recorded, but I am going to share that information in a bit, so hang tight. The last thing I want to share with you is that six figures is possible for every single online coaching business. So why do only 6% of entrepreneurs hit the six-figure mark? It's because their business isn't set up to actually make it happen. And this is why Six Figure Funnel was born. As I shared earlier, at first, it was just to help me because I needed to find a way to make money to keep my family and my business afloat during our 18 months at home. Then once it was a tried and true method, it became a program that helped women to actually be able to make six figures too. Because I cannot stand seeing women who are clearly experts at what they do and have a big heart to serve others struggle to make ends meet. I believe in abundance. I believe in building a longer table and giving everyone a seat at it. I believe in serving others really, really well. And when you have a business that is capable of being wildly profitable without causing you to burn out or hustle or grind or pull all-nighters or live that live launch roller coaster, that creates change. Not only in our business, but in you as a human, within our families, and in our communities. And that change becomes a force of massive good in the world. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this program. Six Figure Funnel is a 6-month program that does have an application. Why? Because I want to make sure you're actually a good fit for the program. The last thing I want you to do is get into the program and it might not be a good fit for you. And so the application helps us to figure that out. I do not want you in the program if you are not the right fit. That's frustrating for you. That's frustrating for me. And nobody wants that. So right below this video is a magenta button that you will click on and it will redirect you to the application for Six Figure Funnel. Fill it out. It's going to take about 10 to 20 minutes and be as thorough as possible. This will help me and my team to know a little bit more about you, your business, your goals, and if you're a good fit for the program. My team will be in touch via email within 24 hours of you submitting your application with your next steps. Price point of the program. I'm not going to tell you the price point, and here's why. Okay? What I'm about to share with you is how humans work. Not a you thing, it's not a me thing, it's a how humans are wired thing. I've seen it in action firsthand, and I've experienced it myself whenever considering investing in a program. The minute I say the price point, your mind immediately goes to, can't afford it, too expensive, right? No matter what the price point is. And you start to talk yourself out of investing. And so because I believe in making decisions about our business from a place of abundance and confidence instead of fear and lack and scarcity, this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to ask yourself this one question. What would it be worth to me to see this kind of change in my business? And I want you to logically start to work through this, okay? So let's say I'm hypothesizing here, okay? Let's say the price point of the program was $2,500 a month. And let's say because of the work you're doing in this program, you're bringing in $10,000 a month. Would that be worth it to you? Heck yeah, spend $2,500, get $10,000. That's a good ROI. That's a good business decision. Let's jump it up a bit. Let's say the price point of the program is $5,000 a month. $5,000 in to get $10,000 out. Would that be considered a pretty good ROI? Yeah, probably. I'd do it for sure. And let's even go there. Let's even go super, super high and talk through this scenario. What if the price point of the program was $10,000 a month and you just broke even for the first 6 months while you're in the program? You'd still have the skills so that when the program was over, you'd have the ability and the capability to continue those 10K months. So even if you broke even for the first 6, you'd still have that momentum and that system doing the work for you. It's probably still a good investment, right? And I will say, just to not have you freak out, the price point for the program is not any one of those. It's much less than either scenario I just walked out for you. But I wanted to share that so that you would open yourself up to the possibility of what's possible for you in your business. When you've done this work and your business consistently and dependably brings in $10,000 in sales per month, what sort of change could that create for you, your business, your family, and your community? So now the ball is in your court. It's your job to decide to either make this change and fast track the work by applying for a spot inside a 6-figure funnel, or to go at it alone, to play the guessing game, to skeleton together the processes and the systems and the automations and the email funnels, and to cross your eyes and your fingers and toes and hope that it works and gets you the results that you want. And before I wrap up this video, I do want to share this. When you get your application in within the next 7 days, you will get access to a $1,000 bonus designed to help you to offboard some of the work that you're going to be doing inside of 6-figure funnel, to help you get your marketing ecosystem set up, running fast. This is a bonus that you will only get access to if you get your application in within the next 7 days. Okay? Right below this video is a magenta button that says apply for 6-figure funnel. Right there is how you're going to access the application for the program. I hope to see your application come across my desk and to get the opportunity to celebrate with you in 6 months a business that is actually capable of creating 6 figures by selling more of your course, your membership, or your digital product passively.